side and the numbers as well. Just waiting on the go-ahead from TV. I guess they've wrapped up game day and tossed it to what's the marquee matchup. Alabama and Kentucky. The ball's in the air and the tap is controlled in the backcourt to our left by the Crimson Tide. Phylon will bring it up against the man-to-man look from the Cats. Nelson will throw a lob. Amore to catch and the flush, and a great start for Alabama.
Yeah, easy, nice pass to Cliff Amore. Went up high. Grant Nelson found it for the alley-oop to start this one.
Williams trying to throw a backdoor cut to Owe, but Phylon's going to be called for a holding foul there.
Phylon, and they'll get it back.
First personal, first team foul as the inbounds comes to Jackson Robinson. Came around on a curl, couldn't get it to go, but the tip followed by Owe ties the score at 2 apiece. 19:28 and moving. Time left first half here at Rupp. Bama works it to Sears between the circles, top of the arc, looks back to Nelson at the free throw line, drives in, spin, shoots, had a shot attempt blocked. They try to save it, and they do off of Nelson, out of bounds. Nice hustling play from Amari Williams to get that possession for the Cats.
Nice defensive play by Amari Williams. I thought Grant Nelson may have walked before the block came over for Kentucky.
Cats bring it ahead. They get it to the elbow with Williams and then hand it off. Robinson misses the jumper. Rebound tipped out, touched last by the Crimson Tide. It was Amore who touched it, battling with Williams, but I think Mark Sears may have tipped it last. Regardless, they say it's Kentucky basketball. Front court, side court. Immediately 2 hours left with Robinson getting it into Butler. To Williams now. He will pivot and hand it off to Robinson, top of the key. Far side to Carr. Now trying to go baseline. Owe, cut off, brings it to the wing with the dribble alive. Top of the circle, Williams driving, cut off by Amore. Hands it to Butler. He'll drive into the paint, stops, steps through, hands it off. Shot clock under 1, and putting it up at the buzzer was the lefty Williams. They're going to review that and see if it was a shot clock violation or not. And that review may work against Alabama because it looked like the Tide had moved in transition and had a chance to get the bucket to go. Instead, back on the other end, they're going to review it. I thought he got it off in time. Did you?
I thought he did. It was really close.
4-2 Cats with 18:36 to go first half. Bama with the basketball to Amore at the elbow. Pivots and hands it off to Sears. He'll work off the screen. He'll drive to the paint. Gives it back out to Stevenson. Jaron cut off trying to drive. Now to Phylon with 11 on the shot clock. To Amore on the wing. Now to Stevenson. Driving down the lane. Gets to the rim. Reverse layup. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Touch last by Williams as he couldn't secure it. Boy, I love seeing the aggressiveness, especially the last 3 games from Jaron Stevenson on the offensive end.
Yeah, and it's aggressiveness, taking it hard to the basket, not selling for the three-point shot. Nice job by Cliff Amore to get the extra possession for Alabama.
Inbounded to Stevenson, now to Sears. Mark will dribble to the left wing, backs it away from it. A bounce pass to Amore, who hands it back to Mark. Mark going baseline, cut off, gets underneath the basket, circles away. Out to Nelson, left wing 3, way too strong, an air ball that's caught by Owe, and he'll start the break for the Cats. To Robinson, who floats to the corner for 3. It's a 7-0 run for Kentucky after Bama taking a 2-0 lead. Tide missed so badly, it really set up a break opportunity for the Cats, and you can tell Big Blue Nation is making some noise here early. 7-2 Kentucky. We need a bucket. Here's Sears giving it off to Phylon. LeBaron to Amore, back to Phylon. Now to Nelson, left alone, another 3 attempt, bottom. Boy, that looks a lot better. He hadn't touched the rim in 2 shots, but that one went through the net first.
Boy, love the fact that Grant Nelson stayed confident after missing everything the last possession. Didn't hesitate, knocks it down.
Backdoor look, and they say it was touched last by Phylon as he got the deflection, and possession will stay with the Cats. 17:15 to go in the opening half. 7-5, Kentucky leading Alabama. And Wildcats have the basketball. Williams with it, up high, giving it to Robinson, top of the arc, 3, too strong. Rebound, claimed by Stevenson, outlet to Phylon, and we got numbers. Sears on the wing, rises, 5-3, bottom. Bart Sears, a bank first 3. Alabama's second of the game, and the Tide leads it now 8-7 with 17:54. Check that, 16:54 and moving left in the opening half.
Alabama gets their first stop of the game and makes them pay with a transition 3.
Owe can't get the runner to go off the window, and here's Amore clearing it out to Sears. Now to Nelson, driving down the lane to the rim, off the glass and in.
Back-to-back stops for Alabama. The 3 by Sears on the previous possession. This time, Grant Nelson takes it strong to the basket. Gets a little contact, but finishes at the rim.
8-0 run by Bama after the 7-0 run from Kentucky. Here's Butler with it now off the screen. A bounce pass to Williams at the free throw line. He'll throw a bounce pass to Butler, who circles away from trouble. He'll dribble 12 feet away, shoots at 11. The air ball caught by Nelson. Here comes Bama the other way with Sears. Mark on the left wing, behind the back with the dribble to Nelson, top of the arc, 4-3, bottom. Oh, Bama's hot early. Another bank first 3, the second from Nelson. And the Tide leads 13-7, 15:54 to go first half.
And that's an 11-0 run for Alabama in about 1:20.
Butler on the drive to the rim, left alone, and gets it to drop. Tide will run back the other way. Phylon ahead to Nelson. Nice move in the lane. Runner is up. It wouldn't go, but he's fouled. In conference play, only 5 of 12 from the free throw line. Make it 6 of 13, though, thankfully. Gets them both to go there. And the Tide pushes the lead back up to 6.
Grant Nelson's really worked on his shot in the offseason, changed his technique a little bit. He's been better from 3, but not as good from the free throw line.
Travis Perry in the basketball game gives it to Robinson. Back to Perry. 3 is up and no good. And the rebound is controlled by Alabama. Here comes Diabate. Front court to our right, stopping on the wing, gives it to Nelson, top of the arc. 20 on the shot clock, 15-15 to play in the half as Youngblood has it now. Fires it to Diabate, over to Holloway, 4-3, bottom. Alabama, red, smoking, hot from three-point range early. Another bank first 3. That is the Tide's 4th on 5 tries. Cats with a basketball. Robinson around to Carr on the wing. Carr will hand it off to Brea. He'll let fire from 3 and knocks it down. He is a good one from there.
Yeah, that's a mistake by Aiden Holloway, who just made the 3 on the other end. Kobe Brea leads the SEC in three-point shooting at just under 50%.
Sears on the drive, out to Holloway. He'll get it to the paint, then over to Diabate. Holloway thought about a 3, drives into the lane, out to Sears. He'll penetrate, he'll get to the rim, he'll hand it off, and Nelson will put it up and play through contact. Got the bucket to go and pushes the Bama lead up to 8 at 20-12.
Good things happen for Alabama when Mark Sears is in the lane. He got in there, beautiful pass to Grant Nelson, who should have had an and 1.
Robinson for 3, answers. Both teams light it up. The Cats with that one now 3 of 5 from the arc. Bama 4 of 5. Here's Holloway for the Crimson Tide, looking for Youngblood, gets it to him, gets into the paint, runner off the glass, and in. Bama's getting whatever they want, whether it's inside the arc or beyond it.
And Chris Youngblood, with his size and strength, able to get inside, take a little contact, and finish at the rim. Right now, Kentucky doesn't have as many shot blockers in the game as sometimes they do.
Perry to Garrison. Now right of the circle to Carr. Carr pivots and then hands it off to Brea. Brea had it knocked away by Diabate. Gives it back to him now, does Brea. Brea crossing to his left, getting down the lane, stopping. Wanted to shoot a fall away, now shoots a runner and got the friendly roll.
That's great defense by Mo Diabate, but Kobe Brea, one of the best shooters in the country, gets the roll.
Sears trying to shake free from Perry. Goes left, gets to the rim, off the glass and in. Beautiful move by Mark Sears to push the Bama lead back up to 8 again. 24-17, 13-13 to go.
Alabama feeling it on the offensive end, 8 for their last 8.
Brea trips over Youngblood, who size on the inside. He's on the perimeter right now, though. Goes off the top of the screen looking for a pass, doesn't get it. Now they throw the backdoor cut to Owe, who got fouled by Stevenson, I believe.
We've seen it, a combined 11 field goals made in this game. Alabama 8 for their
free throw shooter on the year. Second attempt is perfect. And the Cats have pulled back to within 5. It's 24-19 with 12:57 and moving. Time left in the opening half. Kentucky faithful getting back into this one here at Rupp as Sears plays off the screen from Amori. Mark will give it off to Holloway. Holloway dribbles left, looks right, gives it on the right side to Sears. He'll drive and dish. Holloway trying to get free, gives it off to Sears, splitting defenders. Getting into the paint, needs help, fires it out to Holloway. Catch and shoot 3, in and out, no good. Well, that one looked good. It was halfway down and popped out. Now the Cats want to run. Ahead they go to Robinson. Great catch in transition, lays it in for 2.
Well, what a catch by Robinson. Snuck that in there. Alabama not able to get back, but that was a great pass in transition by the Cats.
3-point game, 24-21 Bama. Holloway thought about it from deep. Mark from way downtown. No good. Rebounded and thrown home by Clifford Amore. The big red dog with the flush. And with 12 minutes to go in the half, Bama puts the lead back up to 5.
Kentucky giving Alabama a zone look, not able to get the block out on Cliff Amore. Able to get the soft miss from Mark and throw it down.
Butler trying to throw a lob. Deflected by Amore. Saved by the catch, though. Almanar for 3 is good. Scramble play. Both teams shooting it well. And the Cats are back within a bucket. 26-24. 11:35 and moving. Time left first half. We're due a media timeout on the next whistle. Holloway on the left wing, up top to Youngblood. He'll let it fly, wide right on the attempt. Rebounded though Stevenson, flips it out to Holloway. Aiden from way downtown, no good. Rebound tipped twice, 3 times, and the Cats have it now. Brea will bring it ahead for Kentucky. Sizing things up, feeds it off to Butler. Butler downhill, stops, kicks it way outside. Deep 3, Garrison, good. And Kentucky is back on top. 27-26. What a basketball game early. We're not even 10 minutes into this one. Youngblood driving right, trying to back his way down against Brea. Has it taken away? No, a tie-up, and the arrow will indeed favor Kentucky. Timeout on the floor. Here comes Kentucky with Butler bringing the ball ahead to Williams, top of the arc. Williams handing it off to Brea. He will feed it over to Williams, right block. Williams trying to back his way down against Amore, and that's going to be a foul on Clifford. He got him on the arm. Free throw shooter on the year. Second attempt for the lefty is up, and it is good. A little pressure to the backcourt by the Cats. In fact, some full court zone initially on the first pass, but now they'll drop back and simply go man-to-man with Sears getting it front court. Mark will bring it near side, now feeds Philon left to the logo near center court. Philon trying to get free, can't, gives it off to Stevenson. Driving into the paint, trying to back his way down, spinning, handing it off to Amore. Now Clifford drives in, tried to dunk it, got fouled. Thankfully,
athleticism of Cliff Amore. Why not try to dunk everything? He did, and he got fouled.
He did indeed. There's no doubt. Second free throw up. That one is good, man. The big fella continues to shoot it well from the charity stripe. He is pushing 70% on the year, and here come the Cats as we've got 10 minutes to go in the half, and we're deadlocked at 28. Kentucky driving underneath Williams. A pump fake, lost it, got it back, shot it again, and couldn't get the roll. One finally fell off for them, and here's Bama running the other way with Philon. Tide trying to regain the lead. LeBaron off the screen. Left alone, 4-3, no good. Rebound claimed by Owe, and the Cats want to run. Owe bringing it ahead. Crossing, going to his right, now left. Gets into the lane, lays it up. Blocked by Jared Stevenson, out of bounds, and possession will stay with Kentucky. Boy, what a play, though, defensively by Stevenson after a great move from Owe.
Yeah, Owe, Kentucky's leading scorer, one of the top scorers in the SEC, made a great move, but that is why Jared Stevenson is one of the most improved defenders in college basketball. At 6'11", has the ability to guard a smaller player and ultimately block a shot.
Carr and Robinson in for the Cats. Williams with the ball, hands it to Carr. Thought about a 3, now dribbles left. He'll back his way down against Nelson. Gets into the paint. He'll go with a jump hook. No good. Rebound is tipped out, grabbed by the Cats. Bama had a chance but didn't secure it. Now Carr again, top of the arc. Narrowly had his pass deflected and stolen, but it goes into the hands of Williams. Lays it up, missed it. Tip follow is good. Too many second, third, actually almost 4 chances there. Bama running the other way with Sears in the corner to Stevenson. Jarrett on the drive, gets into the paint. Now he needs help as he's cut off. He'll flip it out to Amore. Clifford looking for a cutter, nobody there. Now to Nelson, top of the key. Nelson steps back, 3 ball. That one did everything but go in. Rattled out twice, and Kentucky will run, but Stevenson gets the steal. Ahead now, Philon. LeBaron on the wing to Sears, lets it fly, too strong, and the rebound controlled by Kentucky.
Yeah, felt the defender coming behind him, Jackson Robinson, able to change that shot at the last second.
Got a jet stream over there. We've had 2 massive air balls that have been too long from that area by good shooters. Now Robinson trying to drive for Kentucky, looking low. He'll feed it to the elbow, and Williams directing traffic from there with his back to the hoop. He'll work against Nelson. Williams in the paint, strong move, no good. Rebounded by Stevenson, and the outlet pass goes to Sears. We're still tied. Actually, no, 30-28 Kentucky. Deep three, no good from Stevenson. Tipped by Nelson into the hands of Philon to Amori. Now to Sears. Bart trying to drive. Double teamed and taken away. And then a foul right at center court. Plus, but got popped by 20. Got to play on the defensive end. Both teams are, and yet also some big-time scoring taking place. Cats on the drive. Oway, leaner from 15 on the baseline is good. 3-point Kentucky advantage. Actually 4, 32-28. Holloway trying to drive. Gives it off to Sherrill. Now Holloway outside to Philon. Beautiful drive. Floater is up, no good. Rebound is tipped. It goes into the hands of Perry. And the Cats want to run again with Oway going down the lane. Tough layup. Got it to drop. Biggest lead for the Cats at 6, 34-28 with 7:15 and moving time left in the half. On the drive will be Holloway, backing it out to Diabate. Diabate looking right, backing his way down, double team, dribbles away from trouble, hands it off to Holloway. Aiden, a bounce pass in traffic. Oh, Diabate counted, and he's fouled. An and one opportunity for Muhammad. Diabate on the great assist from Aiden Holloway. Oh, and here comes Kentucky the other way. 6:54 to play first half. 34-30. Kentucky with a lead. Perry with the basketball. Dribbling inside the arc, going down the lane. Fires a pass into the hands of Diabate. Mo with the steal, and here comes Bama the other way. Holloway front court to Muhammad. Driving downhill, driving to the rim. Stopping, spinning, out to Holloway. Aiden on the drive. Top runner in the paint, no. Tip, no. Rebound, Diabate, no. Rebound, Youngblood, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Chris Youngblood. No, they're going to say it's on Diabate.
Oh, some missed opportunities. Love the hustle, the aggressiveness by Alabama. Attacking the paint, not able to get the putback. The hustle was there, just a little strong with it on a couple of occasions, and the Cats get it back.
We've had 2 threes and a layup that have done everything but drop. Here's Robinson with the basketball. Play it off of a screen, gets to the elbow, has to circle away from traffic. Hands it off to Garrison. A bounce pass to Perry. Fights away from Holloway. Now he'll back his way down. Feeds it off. Cutter missed on the layup attempt by Oway, and now Youngblood comes the other direction. Big fight for the ball at midcourt. Bama wins it. Holloway on the drive. Teardrop up. No good. Tip wouldn't go for Diabate, and they're going to call Muhammad for the foul.
Fans didn't like the no call against Chris Youngblood, who cleared out, and they were right. That should have been an offensive foul. Goes the other way. Alabama with another missed floater in the lane. We've seen LeBaron Philon and Aiden Holloway knock down those shots with consistency over the season, but here in this one, some missed opportunities for Alabama. Still just down 4, a chance for Kentucky to extend the lead with a 1-and-1. But Alabama looking good on the offensive end. Just some shots around the basket and near the basket they normally make, not falling here so far this afternoon. 17
fouls on Bama, 3 on Kentucky, 5:55 to go here in the opening half. Almanar hits the first, and so he will get a second. 4 points now for him.
Well, as hot as Alabama was early, they have cooled off. 1 for their last 11. Continuing to get some pretty good looks, just not a lot to show for it.
Almanar hitting both, and Kentucky pushes the lead back up to 6. 36-30 with 5:50 to go in the half. Here comes Holloway, center of the floor, looking right, feeds it left. Nelson on the drive down the lane, and he got fouled. And that'll be the 14th foul on Kentucky. I don't think he was in the act of shooting.
I don't think he was. Alabama will bring the ball in underneath their own goal. We've seen some different looks defensively by Kentucky. On a 1-3-1 zone look. Nice job by Grant Nelson to split it, get the lane, and get the foul.
Inbounded to Amori at the elbow. Now center of the floor, gives it off to Philon. LeBaron on the drive, kept the defender on his hip, through the lob, and Amori flushed it home.
Beautiful pass by LeBaron Philon. He's struggled a little bit with that floater at about 5-6 feet. That's right where he was. I thought he was going to take it, but thought differently. The beautiful lob to Cliff.
Robinson trying to shake free from Philon. Can't. To Almanar, and now to Barea. Barea giving it off. 3 ball up and no good for the Cats, and a rebounding foul is going to be called on Aiden Holloway. Almanor hits the third and fourth free throws of the game, and the Cats go up by 6 again. Deep three, left side, Sears, too strong, and the rebound is controlled by Lamont Butler. Sears with 5 points, nothing in a while as the miss from 3 is no good. Cats and Bama runs the other way. 38-32 Kentucky. Bama with the basketball. Nelson over to Phylon. Catch and shoot 3. That one's no good. Tip Nelson counted, and he is fouled. An and one opportunity upcoming for Grant Nelson. Trying to cut this lead in half. It's down for the Cats. Nelson able to hit the and one and make it a 3-point game again. 38-35 with 4:34 in ticking time left in the first half from Rupp Arena. Number 8 Kentucky, number 4 Alabama meeting here at Rupp as the Cats work it near side, near stealing it is taken away. Phylon behind the back with a dribble, the drive, the shot. It's no good, but he's fouled in 2 shots upcoming for Alabama's LeBaron Phylon. Phylon's first is up, and that one is good. Trying to make it a 1-point game with 4:23 to go in the first half, and he does just that.
LeBaron Phylon, a great example of making an impact on the game when your shot's not falling. You mentioned the assist, great defensive play right there. Hopefully those free throws will get him going.
38-37 Kentucky, and Big Blue has the basketball. It's Butler with it off of a screen. He'll work into the paint. His runner is up. It's no good, but the follow is good off the glass by Amari Williams.
Cliff Amore had to come over and help. Wasn't in a great position, the defensive rebound.
Nelson steps into the 3, short, caught underneath Phylon, hands it off to Amore, layup no good, rebounded Phylon in the paint to Amore, out to Sears, catch and shoot 3, no, and the rebound tipped and controlled by Brea for Kentucky. They got the ball up 3, Cats with it, Brea to the right side, Carr, pump fake on the 3, now lets it fly short, rebound, run down, tipped by Nelson, but grabbed by the Cat. Work it left corner and away. 3, no good, and Grant clears it for Alabama. Ahead now to Phylon. LeBaron stopping at the arc, letting traffic catch up, wearing crimson. He'll drive left. A bounce pass. Nelson in the lane. Runner is no good, but he's fouled. He'll shoot free throws when we come back.
Already 5 wins against top 15 teams nationally.
Nelson at the stripe hits the first free throw. In terms of attempts, an uncommon occurrence that we don't expect to stay that way here in the Bluegrass, as Nelson does indeed hit both for Alabama. The Tide is back to within 1, 40-39 with 3:08 remaining first half.
And how about Grant Nelson with 17 first half points?
Butler playing off the screen, drives to the paint, cut off by Grant, tries to get him in the air. Good defense by Nelson. Rebound fought for, taken away Diabate. He ripped it out of the hands of Williams. Now here's Holloway the other direction. Aiden to Mo, back to Aiden, dribbles left, stopping, feeding Nelson, back to Holloway. He'll drive, gets downhill, stops, circles, throws it away. Nelson had zigged, and unfortunately Holloway thought he was going to zag.
Receive a great pass from Grant on that, and ultimately turned it over on that possession.
Williams with the basketball, high post, has his back to the bucket, hands it off. Robinson walked. Great defense. LeBaron Phylon came flying out on him. Drew Robinson in the air, said, I can't get that shot off, and came back down. That's a walk, and the ball goes back to the Crimson Tide.
And LeBaron Phylon did a great job of fighting over that screen and taking the right angle without fouling the 3-point shooter.
Bama looking to regain the lead. Phylon to the rim. Had his shot attempt blocked. Phylon trying to trigger it in. We got to hurry now. Looking, and he just beats the count, getting it to Nelson. Grant getting into the paint. Tough move with the left hand. He's got 19 first half points, and Alabama leads it 41-40. Third lead for the Crimson Tide with 2:10 to go first half.
The strength by the big man, able to finish because of the ability to create just enough space.
Williams on the drive, backing his way down. Hey, Holloway, bless his heart, was doing everything he could. Advantage on him, and in the free throw, second attempt is missed, and Mo gets it anyway. Little justice here as Bama comes the other direction. Phylon giving it off to Nelson. A dribble to his right, a kick to Sears. Corner three. Oh, that that was so pretty. They found Mark Sears, and he buried it, and Bama leads it by 4 here with a minute 42 to go in the half. Williams driving down the lane, runner no good, tip follow no good, rebounded by Nelson. He's doing it all to Sears, ahead Phylon, going downhill to the rack, off the window, no, rebound, no, they're going to get him for his 3rd foul. Tough call there on Mohamed Diabate, and that will be his 3rd personal foul rather than his 5th board of the opening half. Ticking, time left first half. Bama up 44-41 with the ball. Here's Phylon, LeBaron to Reitzel, to Stevenson. I wish Reitzel was able to play. Here's Stevenson feeding it to Phylon, driving baseline, working it out to Nelson. Stevenson, one more to Sears, got away with a walk, drives down the lane, kicks it in the corner. Phylon, for 3 by LeBaron. Phylon's back. The Mobile native knocks it home, and with a minute and a half, Bama leads it by 6, but Kentucky's got the ball. Working off of a screen is Butler. Gets to the elbow, almost lost the handle. They throw it down low, the layup in for 2 off the window by Garrison. They got a mismatch down low, and Garrison able to make it pay off. Bama has its lead cut down to 4, 47-43. 34 to shoot, 30 to play, 21 to shoot. As Phylon will work off the screen, feeding it off to Stevenson, hands it off to Sears. Mark trying to get away from the defender Butler. Sears over to Nelson, left of the circle. 8 on the shot clock. Nelson getting into the lane. Nelson stepping through. Had it stripped out of bounds, touched last by the Cats, and also Lamont Butler, the 5 for the Cats, who got to go the length of the floor at 8.1. Plenty of time to do so as they get it into Butler. Brings it front court, throws it right wing. Brea back to Butler. Going downhill, reverse layup. Youngblood, but he got him on the arm as well.
Cats and Lamont Butler to the line for 2.
Good shooter in Lamont Butler. Free throw up. Free throw is good. Here's Coach with BP.
Thoughts on the first half? Yeah, we got to guard better. I mean, they're a good offensive team. Our offense is a lot better than it was against Ole Miss, but we're going to have to guard a lot better than this in the second half. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Brian. And thank you to Cook's Pest Control, who brings us Coach Nate Oates at the half. Give the pest the full court press. Call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termite. Tempo that both play with.
Anytime you're on the road, you got to weather the storm. There are going to be runs, and there were several runs on both sides in the first half. But Alabama, if Kentucky goes on a 10-0 run, you got to respond. And got to play with maturity, especially on the defensive end here early in the second half.
Bama ball first. Phylon gets it. Wing near side. Hands it off to his left. Nelson. He'll drive. He'll stop at the elbow as he's cut off. Back to Phylon they go, who goes to the block on the left side. 16 on the shot clock. Amori with the basketball now. Pivots. Needs help. Fires a pass over to Stevenson. Driving baseline. Gets to the rim. Stops. Tough shot. Got it to go. Man, he is getting better and better every game out.
The patience and the strength by Jaron Stevenson. Got on the inside, had a shot blocker in great position. The pump fake, used his strength and able to finish at the rim.
Butler with the basketball, working off of a screen out high. Steps back, deep three, got it. That is Lamont Butler who gets it to go, and it's a 1-point game. 49-48 Bama. Nelson on the left wing, dishing. Stevenson catching, shoot 3. Can't answer, but fights for his own miss. Keeps it alive. A scramble on the deck. Butler gets tied up, and a great hustling play by Clifford Amori. It's not going to save the possession, but the arrow flips to Alabama on the next tie-up.
Great effort by Cliff Amori, but also Jaron Stevenson able to crash the boards, get the deflection. Alabama not able to get the offensive rebound, but love the effort on the offensive glass, something that Nate Oates talked about after the Ole Miss game. Yes, Alabama turned it over, but didn't go to the offensive glass with the same energy that this team's used to.
Tom marked it down. Brian just complimented a guy for following his own shot. Inside, spinning, shooting, and scoring is Tega Owe to make it a 50-49 ball game. We'll talk later.
I prefer he would have made it.
I would too. Nelson trips as he tried to go baseline. They'll call the foul. No, a timeout called by Nate Oates to save the possession for his team, as we'll see Phylon inbound it from the baseline. Looking to get it in. Gets it to Sears in the corner. Catch and shoot 3. Had it blocked. It goes out of bounds.
Left on the shot clock.
Inbounds from Phylon coming gets it into Sears. Now to Amori. Clifford will hold the ball high above his head, gives it off to Stevenson. He'll drive, dishes it out to Sears. Now to Nelson. Grant with 8 to shoot, driving down the lane, had it stripped away and stolen by Carr. Throws it way ahead beautifully, and throwing it down is Oway.
Got to avoid that. Alabama turns it over, leads to an easy run out for one of the fastest teams in the country.
You know they're going to key on Nelson, as now Stevenson has it stripped, but he got fouled. It was Amari who touched it last. Cats are turning up the heat defensively. Let's see if Bama can weather this. Sears to Phylon in the corner to Stevenson. Driving, spinning, and he got held defensively.
Basket. A split second before he actually caught the ball, the result of foul on Kentucky.
Inbounds comes to Sears, now to Phylon, back to Mark. Being defended out high by Williams. Mark drives, dishes, back out, Phylon. Catches the three, bottom. LeBaron Phylon knocks home the bank first three-pointer. That is Alabama's 7th of the game, and Phylon now has 8 points.
Great pass from Mark Sears. Got in the lane. Thought he probably should have taken it, but passes it out to his teammate.
Inside, beautiful feed. Goes to Carr on the assist from Butler, and the Cats regain the lead. 54-52 with 17:28 to play. Outside Phylon with the ball. Hands it back to Sears. Mark gets tripped. No whistle on the deck. And did he walk? Or are they going to say it's a foul on Kentucky?
Yeah, Lamont Butler, before the walk, Mark Sears got to the loose ball first.
Hannibal. Phylon inbounds it to Nelson. Grant driving baseline against Carr. Threw it away. No, deflected into the hands of Sears. Now to Stevenson on the drive. Hands it off to Amori. Now to Phylon in the corner. Drive to the short corner. Lost the handle. Taken away by the Cats. Now weaving through traffic. Butler goes far side to Oway. Oway up top to Williams. Williams a dribble to his left, a third, a fourth, and then lost it off his foot out of bounds. A break there for Alabama as Williams was about to get really good inside position against Clifford Amori.
Nice job defensively by Clifford Amori, moving his feet, defending without fouling. Alabama's got to be more secure with the ball. Turned it over already twice here in the first 3 minutes.
Sears short on the 3 attempt. Nelson gets knocked to the deck. No whistle. Here come the Cats the other way on the drive. The runner is up. No good. Rebounded by Amori after the miss from Oway. And Alabama a third chance to tie it or take the lead. And Nelson just got called for the foul on Grant. That'll be personal foul number 1.
Kentucky fans have loved his play on both ends of the floor. Nice defensive play right there.
Oway giving it up top to Garrison. Garrison pivoting and handing it off. Butler driving down the lane, spinning, kicking it out. Oway left alone, now defended. Gets into the paint, hands it off, and the dunk for 2 on a beautiful assist to Brandon Garrison.
Because of the dribble drive, Alabama couldn't contain the dribbler. Cliff Amori came over, had to leave his man, the result a dunk for Kentucky.
Amori picks up his dribble at the elbow, hands it off to Stevenson. Jarrett on the drive, flips it out to Sears. Mark getting downhill. Teardrop is good, and Bama pulls back to within 2.
Alabama's getting in the air with no place to go, kind of like they did against Ole Miss Tuesday night. Fortunately, able to get it in the mid-range floater by Sears.
Brea got away with a walk, shoots the jumper from 15, no good. Rebounded Nelson, outlet pass Phylon. LeBaron gets front court and will set it up for the Tide. Kicks it to Nelson, driving baseline, got pushed out of bounds, literally with 2 hands by Carr. Nelson to inbound it, gets it into Mo. Diabate dropping left, getting downhill, puts it up, swatted way out of bounds by Garrison, and then the guys kind of get in each other's face. Everything seems to be fine. Cooler heads prevailing. Both sides going their opposite way. Please don't go to the monitor for this one. I'll tell you that it's Bromberg's that sponsors it, even though they're not going to go there. There was no need for it. That's going to be on Brea, and that'll be his first. Kobe Brea guilty of the foul.
You know, talked about it with Jaron Stevenson early. Just aggressive, decisive moves, not allowing the defense to get set. Mo Diabate took it strong to the basket, even though it got blocked up high because of the assertiveness, aggressiveness by Mo. Took the contact down low. It was volleyball spiked into the first row, but didn't matter because the foul came, and the result, 2 free throws for Mo.
And both of them good, and we're tied again at 56 with 15:22 to play. Kentucky ball in a game that's deadlocked. A national television audience. We're glad you're with us on radio. Beautiful backdoor cut. Butler able to get past Chris Youngblood and slam it home to give the Cats a 2-point lead once again. Off the screen, driving right side, Aiden Holloway. Teardrop high out the window, no. Tip no good, Youngblood, and the rebound now controlled by Owe for Kentucky. Throws it way ahead to Brea. Bama defense fills in, so Owe will have it on the left wing. Owe goes right, hands it off to Almanoy. Now hands it to the top of the circle and Butler. Butler driving right against Diabate, who was giving ground. Now down low, Butler had it poked away, got it back. Drive, shoots short. Rebounded by Diabate, who nearly had his pocket picked.
That is really good defense by Mo Diabate against Kentucky's point guard.
Bounce pass down low to Nelson. What a great catch. They won't count the bucket.
I think he'll be in the NBA next year, and if they were, that would have counted.
Nelson with the basketball. Behind the back move. Pump fake. Shot up the window. No. But he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot a pair, and that is an unbelievable behind the back dribble by Grant Nelson in the paint. Caught it after the dribble behind the back and still got the shot up, and he will shoot a pair as the foul was called on Williams.
Spin. The handles of a guard able.
Trying to tie it up. 58 all were tied. It's 7-1. Kentucky's been called for 7 fouls. Bama with just 1. It will be interesting to see how soon that starts to even up. They work it left side. Wide open three is missed by Perry. Bama fortunate to clear the miss with Nelson, his 6th. Bama the other way, driving underneath Diabate. Outside Sears, all alone. 3, bottom. Big bank first 3 there for Bama. The Tide regains the lead, 61-58.
And that's a big-time move by Mo Diabate. Got in the lane, took his time, found Mark Sears in rhythm, who knocks it down.
Williams with it out high, kicks it into the left corner. The drive from Almanar, and now the handoff. They get it to Brea now, going down the paint. A bounce pass is out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Crimson Tide. You get the sense the Cats are a tad on their heels right now. We got to attack. Sears on the drive, down the lane, getting to the paint, kicks it back out to Filine. LeBaron to Grant, back to LeBaron. He'll drive and dish. Diabate for 3, no. Long rebound goes to Holloway, to Sears. Deep 3, no good. Rebound tip, Diabate, or Youngblood actually throws it off the leg of Williams for Kentucky.
Mark Sears could have got a little closer to the line on that one.
Diabate gets the inbound. Mo! Diabate with a flush, and Alabama puts the lead at 5 with 13 minutes to go.
The aggressiveness of Alabama big men attacking the rim. Mo throws it down.
Brea working against Holloway, and a foul's going to be called. 7-2 now on fouls. Williams with the basketball, gives it off to Butler. Butler, shake and bake move, kicked it, got it back. Bama kicked it, and that is the right call. Ball trying to inbound it from the baseline. They get into the corner, and a moving screen is going to be called. Yes. Offensive foul on Kentucky as they whistle that one on Amari Williams, and that goes back to a first half conversation, we'll call it politely, between Nate Oates and the officiating crew.
It's why it took me so long to have the halftime interview. He was talking about moving screens late in the first half and gets the call coming out of halftime. Great effort by Chris Youngblood fighting over that screen. Sometimes you can make the offensive player move in that situation.
Turnovers even at 7. Holloway, deep 3 right side. Alabama knocks down another one. The bank first three-pointer. Bama now 9 of 27 from beyond the arc with 12:20 to go. Their biggest lead at 8.
And a 10-0 run in under 2 minutes for Alabama.
Butler driving in, missed the layup. Rebound scrambled for. Butler had it, lost it. Gets it in the hands of Garrison. He has it at the elbow. Flips it back out to Brea. Brea with 10 on the shot clock. Goes left, goes downhill. Spins, shoots, and a bucket that's good for 2. 6-point Bama lead with 11:53 to go. Holloway between the circles, goes right, steps back, kicks it to Nelson in the corner. Grant trying to back down the smaller guard in Owe. Nelson spinning, stepping through, tough shot, no, but he's fouled. Nelson with 21 points, trying to get it to 22, and he does just that. So Alabama's lead is at 7, 67-60. A 9-point lead, actually the biggest lead of the game for Alabama. I mistakenly said it was 8 a little earlier when we got there, but it is 9 that took place in the first half. Cats with the basketball up top, Brea. Brea working away from Youngblood, steps back, a deep three, that was short. Rebound snatched out of the air by Nelson. Grant, a big-time rebound, but taken away by Oweh, who lays it in and gets the and-one opportunity. Huge play there from Otega Oweh as Nelson had snatched the rebound away. He gets the basketball from Grant and then gets the and-one opportunity.
I think that may be why he threw the ball away. He don't have his feet underneath him.
Nelson, though, gets another board after the miss from Oweh. Grant's got 8 boards. Check that, I'm sorry. Yeah, 8 rebounds to go with 22 points. Here's Philon with it for Alabama. The Tide trying to add to a 67-62 lead. Philon in the paint, pump fake, floater blocked by Brea and taken away by Garrison. And here come the Cats running downhill. Butler on the drive, gets into the paint, but cut off by Amori. Flips it out, far corner, Oweh, who dribbles to the wing and hands it now to Garrison, top of the arc. Garrison, a dribble left and a flip to Butler. A deep three, rims out. Rebound, Garrison, though, back into the corner. Brea, his three is good. Second chance opportunity, and the Cats use it to pull back to within 2. Now Nelson on the drive, has it deflected by Oweh, and then Nelson just picked up his third. Brian, he had no turnovers and no fouls at the half. He now has 3 of both. Fouls now on him. He'll go back to the bench, and Philon comes in to replace him. It's 9-5. On fouls. Driving, Butler spinning, kicking it out. Garrison for 3. That's a brick. Rebound tipped high into the air. Diabate able to take it away and then weave through traffic. He'll get it front court. He'll go downhill. He'll put it up with the left hand. No good, but
no, that was a pass.
It was a pass. You're right. No joking there. That was Clifford Amore as Diabate had the flip to Clifford, and he flushed it home, and Alabama leads it by 4 again. The Cats run the other way. Brea tried to get it to go. It was no good, and then it was slapped out of bounds by Garrison. Possession back to Alabama. 5 on the floor for the Cats. Bama with Philon, Sears, Omori, Youngblood, and Diabate. 9:42 to go. Bama ball up 4. Diabate on the drive. Offensive foul's going to be called.
No, that's a block.
Look, I agree. And I think the call's right. I just fully expected that to be, again, PTSD. I've been in this building a lot. Time to go. Free throw good. Nobody's thrilled. I guess Kentucky fans are more upset. Bama didn't get a bucket, but they did get a free throw. Cats with the basketball. Got away with a Walt Robinson. Tried to throw it down low. Does to Williams. Flips it back out to Robinson. Around they go to Carr, playing with 4 fouls. And you got a foul whistled on Mohamed Diabate, I believe. Or is that on Youngblood?
I think they got Mo Diabate. Was matched up on a bigger player in Williams who was trying to post him up. Unfortunately, Mo had to check out with 4 fouls. He's played well on both ends of the floor. Alabama starting to get in a little foul trouble here on the road in the second half.
It's Nelson back out there, but he's playing with 3. And again, all of them have come in this half. And you got Carr, who Nelson's defending, that's got 4 fouls for Kentucky in limited minutes. Perry to inbound it from the baseline. Wanted to get it to Oweh and does, posting up on Sears. Drives through and Mark commits the foul. He wanted a jump ball, but that was the right call. A foul on Mark, and that'll be his second personal and the 17th foul on Alabama.
Mark Sears, one of the stronger guards in college basketball, matched up against Oweh, who has some size on him. Able to get it to a bit of a stronger guard, take the contact, and Kentucky gets back to the line.
Oweh shooting a pair and hits the first. Boy, when you got made shots, you can get into a flow and a pace, and you haven't had as many of those. And you've had more fouls called. 9:21 to go. Both free throws good from Oweh, and it's a 3-point Bama lead. 70-67. Crimson Tide with the ball and the 3-point advantage. Here's Sears going down the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Youngblood, bottom. Hats That's a big bank first three. Youngblood all alone in the corner, makes his first of the day. He's got 5 points. Williams the other way for the Cats, stopping on the wing, hands it off to Owe. Owe trying to take over. Owe jumper is good, and that guy's heating up. He averages 15 a game. He's got 19 now on the day, and Bama's lead is back down to 4. It will be Sears stepping back, deep three, left side bottom, and the Tide getting hot from deep. The bank first three gives Alabama a 76-69 advantage.
Mark Sears has 4 made threes, 16 points, 7 assists here today.
Carr pivots, hands it off. Robinson guarded tightly by Youngblood, had it stripped away, but into the hands of Williams. Around they go to Perry, driving and dishing in the corner. Owe for 3, and he hits it. Crazy scramble play that worked out for the Cats, and Bama's lead is back down to 4. Sears getting it back, has it top of the arc, driving right, stopping, kicking to Nelson for 3, no good. Rebound Kentucky. Cats will push it ahead to Robinson. Robinson on the near wing, working against Youngblood to Williams. Williams trying to back down, and a timeout called by Mark Pope in Kentucky. Brea will inbound it to Garrison. Garrison a dribble and a handoff. Floater up and good off the window for 2 for Kentucky. A bucket good by Jackson Robinson, and the crowd rising to a fever pitch again with 7:37 to go in a 2-point game. Phylon on the drive, getting into the paint, gives it out to Nelson. Grant on the drive, tough move downhill, count it, and he's fouled. The and one opportunity for Grant Nelson, having one of the games of his life. He's got 24 to go with 8 rebounds. We've seen him do it, Brian, on the biggest stages, be his very best.
Yeah, 24 points last year in the Sweet 16 against North Carolina. Veteran, able to finish with the left hand.
And able to convert the and one for the Tide as well. Brea will check out with 4 fouls, and Otega Owe comes in to replace him with 7:31 to go, and Alabama again up by 5, 79-74.
We've seen Alabama big men so aggressive and decisive, taking the ball to the basket. Big reason why Grant Nelson got that 3-point play.
Butler giving it off top of the arc to Garrison. Wanted to throw it in the low post, can't. They just called Nelson for his 4th. 76. 3-point advantage with the ball. Stevenson against Almanor. Dribbles to his right, fires the skip pass. Sears, too strong. Weak side rebound claimed by Kentucky and Owe. Owe with it front court. He'll try to tie it for 3. It's short. Rebounded by Amori, and Alabama may have been fortunate. I thought Phylon may have gotten him on the arm on that 3-point try. Regardless, it's Sears playing through some obvious contact. Again, no whistle there. Sears weaving through traffic, getting into the paint, stopping, pivots, kicks it out. Phylon, he'll get downhill. He'll get mugged, and they won't call a foul. Well, the next standing 8 count will give you one. Down low, the Cats work it to Owe. Lost it, got it back, kicks it in the corner. 3-ball missed from Almanor, and the weak side board claimed by Alabama. It was Phylon. Now Phylon on the drive, gets into the paint, kicks it back out. Sears going downhill, throws the lob, and Amori throws it home.
What a play from Mark Sears. Turned the corner, and he knew exactly where he was going with the ball when he got it. Cliff Amori with the easy dunk, and Mark Sears with his 8th assist of the game.
Another timeout, this one by Kentucky again.
Kentucky, to get a look they want, got to stop the 3. They've been going to Brea a little bit here in the second half.
They throw it down low. Diabate, a great job of getting a fingertip on the pass intended for Jackson Robinson. Tide doesn't have a rim protector, as you've got Stevenson and Diabate down low, and then 3 guards. But, man, he did a great job of breaking that one up. Kentucky will inbound it from the baseline. They get into the corner to Brea. Now to Almanor. Now top of the arc. They go to Garrison. Garrison trying to back down on Mo. Can't really challenge because of 4 fouls. Robinson for 3. Missed it. Long rebound. Comes back out. He'll try it again. The deep try is good. Second chance opportunity, and they've made it a 2-point game, 81-79 with 5:35 to go. Filine directing traffic. LeBaron to Sears. In the paint, lets a man go by, misses the bunny. Rebound claimed by Kentucky, and the Cats can tie it or take the lead with a 3.
Well, a good look from Mark Sears from mid-range. It's a little strong with it.
Butler down low Garrison, and we are deadlocked at 81 with 5:08 to play. Momentum wearing blue at the moment. Filine on the drive, getting into the paint, off the window and in. What a great move.
Thought Nate Oates might take the timeout. He trusted his team, and the freshman, LeBaron Filine, playing well here on the road, gets the finish.
Bama by a bucket with 4:50 to go. Cats with a basketball. Trying to drive, cut off Butler, 3 for the lead, no good. Rebound tipped way out of bounds, touch last by Kentucky, and Bama will get it back. Filine will bring it ahead with 4:35 remaining. LeBaron playing off a screen from Youngblood, goes downhill, hands it off. Diabate lays it up, no, but he got fouled by Williams, and he'll go to the line. He was obviously in the act of shooting, and he hits the first. A few minutes ago, Mark Sears passed Robert Horry on Alabama's all-time scoring list, 1,500 points, 1,592. That puts him 14th on the all-time scoring list as Mo can't hit the second free throw. 1 of 2 for him, and it's a 3-point Alabama lead. 4:22 and ticking. Time left in this one as the Tide has missed only 4 of 21 free throw attempts. Inside, spinning his car, shooting it, no good. Rebounded Diabate. Great defensive play, and fortunate he didn't get called for his 5th. Here comes Sears the other way for Bama. Oh, we could use a field goal here. Sears off the screen. Sears, free throw line. Had it blocked from behind on a great play by Butler, and the Cats run the other direction. Butler throwing it away. A turnover by Kentucky, and Bama will get it back when we return.
3:53 to play. Who's got that last run in him?
Bama up 3, 84-81, but with the ball. Filine to Diabate. Looking, Mo at the elbow, will drive, gets into the paint, had his shot attempt blocked, got it back, lost it, no. Nelson with the basketball in the corner, 14 on the shot clock. Grant hands it off to Filine, drives, kicks, Youngblood, 3, bottom, oh mercy! Chris Youngblood with a hand in his face, buried it, and with 3.5 to go, Bama leads by 6.
Alabama almost turned it over, but able to hold on to it, find Chris Youngblood for a huge 3.
Brea to Almanor, now right side to Owe. Owe up top. The big man Williams handing it off. He'll get a return lob, couldn't get it to go. Rebound picked up Diabate. We got numbers. Kicks it in the corner. Youngblood, 3 attempt blocked. Scrambles. Sears saves it underneath. Sears out to LeBaron. Make it, baby. Bottom.
My goodness, Mark Sears with the offensive rebound after the block shot. LeBaron Filine, the freshman, huge here on the road.
9-point lead, 2:47 to go, 90-81. Bama matching its biggest lead of the day and quieting the Rupp Arena crowd at the moment with 2:47 to go. Long way from the finish line, but looks a whole lot better than it did prior to that last media timeout.
Listen, I asked who had one last run in them. It may be 2 runs, still plenty of time. Alabama with a quick 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Mark Pope with a timeout, and the offensive firepower on both sides. Alabama's got to do a good job defensively, defending without foul, getting out to the 3-point shooters. This one far from over with as much offensive talent as we have on the floor on both sides. But what a huge run. Alabama making plays, some tough, hard-nosed plays, getting on the offensive glass. A near turnover ends up with an open look, and Alabama burying some huge threes here late on the road.
Unbelievable effort in this one. And again, so much more work to be done, but a huge couple of possessions for the Tide.
And Kentucky has been so good coming out of timeouts offensively. Huge possession right here. Alabama goes up 9, still plenty of time to play with a pace of play in this one. Alabama desperately needs a stop right here. Mark Pope has gotten what they've wanted. They've either gotten the looks coming out of timeouts or second chance opportunities. Alabama has to defend without fouling, close out the defensive possession.
Cats with the basketball, getting it front court. Butler to the top of the arc. Williams hands it back to Butler. Driving, stopping, looking. Outside he goes to Robinson. Robinson fires it left side. Butler going at Nelson. He has to circle away. Now he stops, got him in the air. Shot it, made it, and Grant just picked up his fifth. Or did he? Either Grant or Mo. It's Mo who just picked up his fifth foul.
An absolutely huge and one opportunity for Kentucky. Boy, Alabama had what looked to be a great defensive possession going until they didn't.
Yeah.
Had two guys out of position, Grant Nelson, Mo Diabate, trying maybe not to foul initially.
Yeah.
Got them out of position, and the veteran, a guy who's done it over the course of his college career at San Diego State, now at Kentucky, with a huge three-point play opportunity coming up.
Butler at the stripe, trying to convert the end one that would cut the Bama lead down to 6 with 2:29 to go. Keep scoring and keep defending, Bama. Free throw up and good. And it's back to a two-possession game. Full court pressure by the Cats. Inbounds goes to Phylon. LeBaron will bring it ahead. Phylon gets it front court, gives it off to Sears. Mark taking it back to the timeline, surveying the defense away, guarding him. 15 to shoot, 2:14 to play. Sears still with it as the shot clock is now down to 10. Directing traffic 9. Sears in the corner. Omori back to Sears. Deep three, yes. Good, but he is fouled in the act of shooting, and Mark Christopher Sears will shoot 3 freebies with 2:03 to go.
Well, that's a huge call and the right call as Alabama goes late in the shot clock, typically not trying to use a lot of time, but because of score and time, Nate Oates calling for a dribble handoff play, gets it to Cliff Omori. Mark Sears looked to be all by himself, and because he had space, the defender out of position, and they're going to look at it to see if he was behind the line. Will it be 3 or 2? I thought he was clearly behind the line, but the official is going to go to the monitor and make sure a chance for Nate Oates and Mark Pope have a free timeout, but not what you want if you're Mark Sears. You go to the line in rhythm, kind of a ice the shooter situation by the officials.
It was under review, brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler. I'm not sure if somebody called a timeout there or not. I know what it is. It was the 5th foul, wasn't it? No. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why there would be this type delay if it wasn't the 5th foul on someone.
Boy,
because the review was way over. I mean, a good 45 seconds ago, wasn't it, Brian?
Yeah, no explanation by the officials, and Mark Sears now goes to the line for 3.
First one's perfect for the Muscle Shoals native, who's got 17, for the ball game, along with 9 assists. Made the second as well.
And how about the veterans for both teams stepping up? Lamont Butler had a big three-point play on the last possession. And now Mark Sears with 3 big free throws.
Hit all 3, and Bama leads by 9 with 2 minutes to go. Stop here would be massive. Cats get it to Butler. Takes it to the right corner. Gives it back to Robinson. Fall away 3. Rattles out no good, but the putback is good by Williams. 7-point game. Bama with 1:46 to go with the ball.
And Alabama wants to do what they did on the last possession. Take some time.
Phylon directing traffic. Has it out high. LeBaron off a screen from Omori. Looking, still with the dribble alive. To Omori, pivots, Pivots, dribbles left, dribbles again, gets to the rim, lays it up, missed it. Rebounded by Williams, and he had a blowout in the process. He lost his shoe, did Amori. They kick it in the corner. The three rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Nelson. And now Bama with Sears trying to play keep away with 1:12 to go. Up 93-86. A whistle and a foul is called as Sears will be the man who goes to the line to shoot two.
Well, it wasn't exactly 5-on-4, but it was 5 against 4 guys who had both shoes on. Cliff Amore running back in the play, lost a shoe. He was trying to find an offensive player. Fortunately, Alabama able to get the stop, the defensive rebound, and get the ball in the hands of the man you want with it late, and that is Mark Sears, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Sears hits the first. That's 4 in a row for Mark, and he's got 20 points in the ball game.
Chance to put Alabama up 9, minute 10 to play.
Wow, he did just that. Something you don't see very often. A few folks in blue heading for the exits a tad early. 1:09 to go. Bama leading it 95-86. Kentucky with the basketball. Butler throwing it inside the dunk, and an and one opportunity for Williams, who got fouled by Clifford Amore. And they're going to look at this. I think he just went for the block, and Williams fouled in the act, got it to go, but hopefully that's all it's going to be.
Yeah, you mentioned a few folks going for the exits, but not many, because 9 points, minute 10, there have been several 9-0 runs in just over a minute in this game, and Alabama not able to get the stop. And the last thing you want is a foul in that situation, especially an and one opportunity, as Alabama's given up a couple here late.
They're looking at it.
On the floor, the common foul 11 is confirmed.
Yeah, common foul. A review, but a quick one. And with 1:01 to go, Kentucky will have an and one opportunity that could cut this down to a 6-point Alabama advantage. The Tide led at 47-45 at the break. They trailed by a handful early in the second half, but now leading it with 1:01 to go.
Gives Nate Oates a chance to talk to his team, first and foremost, about blocking out. Don't assume that this free throw is going to go down. 4 guys in the lane blocking out, and then offensively, get it in the hands of Mark Sears. If you get in trouble, got 2 timeouts, don't take any chances.
It's going to be another free throw opportunity after a miss as Williams.
That's the second time that Williams has drawn a lane violation because he's got a hitch in his shot. It's almost like a pump fake. Got Mo Diabate earlier in the half and got Grant Nelson right there.
He gets the bucket to go on a second try. 1 point with 1:01 to go. It's 95-89 Bama. Tide nearly threw it away, but Philon will bring it ahead. He'll drive. He'll circle away from trouble. Wisely running some clock and setting things up with Mark Sears. Back to Philon near side. Philon wants it in his hands. Got fouled by Oweh, and it'll be the freshman from Mobile going to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Crimson Tide.
LeBaron Philon has been a little up and down here the last couple of weeks of the season, but picked a good time to be up. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And a couple of big free throws coming up. Made the smart play, had the ball in transition, took it out, understanding time and score.
LeBaron knocks home the first. Alabama now 23 of 27 from the free throw line. Kentucky 16 of 20. Second one up, second one good, and the Tide leads it by 8 with 47 seconds to go. Cats will hurry. Butler getting it front court, takes it to the right wing, steps back, deep three, bottom. Wow, Butler a big make there. Keeping the Cats in it with 39 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game, 97-92. Inbounded to Youngblood, had it poked away, but he got fouled.
It was the right call. And listen, you want the ball in the hands of Mark Sears, but Kentucky understands that. They denied him the ball. Fortunately, Chris Youngblood is one of the strongest guards in college basketball, and because of that strength, he got through the double team, took the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Alabama can't put Kentucky away. Every time Kentucky has desperately needed a bucket, seems like they've either gotten a 3 or an and 1. One of these veteran guards making plays. Lamont Butler with a big 3, putting pressure on Alabama to go to the line and convert, which they've done here late.
Oweh will head to the bench. That is his 5th. He exits with 21 points in the contest. Their leading scorer at 15.5 per game. Adds to that as Youngblood hits the first of 2 for Alabama. The Tuscaloosa native.
Make this a 3-possession game. Big free throw right here.
Youngblood at Kennesaw in South Florida, now in Tuscaloosa, in Lexington at the moment for his hometown team. Hits both free throws, and the Tide leads it by 7 with 33 seconds to go. Kentucky with Butler. Stops, kicks it over. Almanor for 3, hits it, and he's fouled by Nelson, who just got called for his 5th. Wow. Wow. What have we got? Officials talking with something at midcourt. Did they call a double foul?
Was it against the 3-point shooter, or?
I don't know.
I think there was a foul down low. It looked like Mark Sears and
That's
Williams
even
were
worse
tangled
if it
up.
is.
Who was that on? They're looking at it in the monitor.
The review said Williams.
Okay. I think.
Wow. So it's a made bucket.
It's a made 3. Did they count? They're going to the monitor. They're talking to both coaches. It looked like there may have been a foul. Williams for Kentucky against Mark Sears, and I think that may be the case.
Oh, that's huge, because it's not an and 1 in a 4-point play, and it's not the 5th on Nelson. Instead, it's a foul on Williams, and I think that may be his 5th. It is. He's gone.
And it sends Mark Sears to the line for 2. You don't want to give up a 3 in that situation, but we were thinking it might be a 4-point play opportunity.
Yes.
Instead, it'll be Mark Sears at the line.
The shooter flopped, and Sears knocked it down. I bet normally the officials do, especially at our angle.
It was called right as the 3-point shot was being made.
Missed free throw by Sears, so just 1 of 2. 100-95. Bama by 5 with 20 seconds to go. Butler on the drive. Don't foul him. Circles away from traffic. Goes way outside. Contested 3 attempt. No good. Rebound Nelson. 10 seconds. 9. Sears with it at 8. And they foul him, and it'll send Mark to the line to shoot 2 more free throws, and it'll send more folks in blue to the exits with 8.5 seconds to go, and Bama leading at 100-95.
Oh my goodness, what a second half for Alabama on the road in front of 21,000 at the toughest road environment in the SEC for Alabama, Rupp Arena, and Alabama making plays on both ends. Haven't gotten a lot of stops, but got a big one right there. Got the ball in the hands of your All-American Mark Sears, who goes to the line and trying to put this one away.
I'm not shocked Alabama's shooting 85% from the free throw line, and it's better now as Sears hit them both. I'm shocked that we've gotten 34 attempts. He hit them both. 4 seconds, 3, layup, good by Kentucky. Bama will inbound it. Cats will not foul. It's going to be a 102-97 final. Bama wins it, and let's get out of here. The Tide, a winner in the Bluegrass by 5 and goes to 4-1 in SEC play. The Cats fall to 3-2. The Tide was off track Tuesday at home, but on the road gets a big one in the Bluegrass. Again, your final, 102-97. Alabama wins it. Post game in a moment on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
From just a moment ago, the victorious Alabama locker room in Rupp Arena. Here's Chris Stewart with Bama coach Nate Oates.
Coach, incredible win. Congratulations.
Yeah, great bounce back. Showed a lot of character from our guys. You know,
proud of them. I mean, Grant came out ready to go in the first half. We all came out. It took us a little bit to get our defense going, and then they went on another run the second half, and we kind of matched it, and they called timeout, and I thought we're pretty good out of the timeout. We thought we were the tougher team tonight, and it showed over 40 minutes. That's a good team, though. That's a good win. They've already got some quality wins. They're going to have a lot more quality wins. So, I mean, we just made a big point of emphasis on the free throws, go 29 of 34 at the line. We've been on guys to get in the gym and shoot. Barron comes in, goes 3 of 5, and he's been in the gym as much as anybody since that loss Tuesday. He played well. Grant goes 9 of 10 at the line after he went 3 of 7 last game. I think guys understand that work ethic pays off, and we needed to deserve to win. I didn't think we deserved to win Tuesday, but we sure deserved to win today, and they went and got the win.
You did enough from 3, 38%, a good outing there, and Coach made, I think, 13 of them from the game. Maybe not the most you've ever made, but a great number, especially since you were also able to get to the rim. It seemed to take enough pressure off that exterior defense so that you could get to the rim or the line.
Yeah, we were good enough from 3, like you said, that they had to guard us. Barron makes 3 that's huge. You can get downhill and get to the rim. I thought he ends up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So he was good. Sears got enough up and he made enough of them. I mean, this wasn't his best shooting night, but he was locked in on shooting. He didn't have much of a break. Played 38 minutes. So, Grant, Sears, I thought this was a coming out game for Youngblood. Thought in the second half he was good. Those 2 threes he hit were huge. So a lot of positives from this one.
Even Jaron Stevenson, coach, who didn't have phenomenal numbers by any stretch, I thought his aggressiveness early helped kind of set a tone for your team.
Yeah, I agree. He got downhill, scored that one early in the second half too. So we're going to get more out of him. I've been happy with his aggressive play, and he won the back-to-back hard hats just a week ago. Right. Today was his second one. So maybe an unsung hero, maybe not unsung, but probably everybody that knows basketball saw what he did was Diabate. Right. I mean, he ends up, he played less than 15 minutes, and we were plus 21 in his 15 minutes. So hard to understate that, but if you're just looking at points, he only ends up with 8 and 8, but 8 and 8 in 15 minutes and plus 19. He made plus 21. He had some huge plays for us tonight.
Coach, back home, I know you'll enjoy this one a little bit. Doesn't happen often at Rupp Arena that a team comes in and gets a win, but back home and it's tough again early next week.
Yeah, I mean, this league's got a lot of good teams. We got 2 home games next week, so we will perform a lot better than we did the last time we were in Coleman. So let's make sure everybody's out supporting the team all year.
Thanks for your time. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chris. Roll Tide.